Hello everyone. Infusion is one of the most common treatments in hospitals all over the world. When a patient is on a drip, he needs to pay attention to the drip bag from time to time. The drip bag may become empty while the patient is asleep. If the patient and the nurse don't notice the situation, it will become very dangerous. Too fast or too slow flow rate often leads to patient discomfort. For some elderly people, they have no way to realize the problem and adjust the rate by themselves, which brings troubles and mental burden to patients and their families. This also brings more work to the medical staff. They need to patrol frequently and confirm the patient's situation. Although some existing infusion pumps can avoid some of these problems, the price of these infusion pumps are high. Based on these problems, the solution I recommend is the drip infusion management system. The drip infusion management system consists of intelligent infusion monitor and IoT unit, which allows medical staff to easily monitor and manage the infusion process. The nurse enters the patient's information into the app before the patient begins the infusion. The medical staff can view the infusion details of a patient, such as bed number, infusion status, infusion start time, estimated end time, flow rate, percentage of infused parts, total weight, current weight, and the remaining infusion time. When the infusion volume is lower than the preset volume value, the flow rate exceeds the set value, or the non-nurse artificial stop infusion, the system will send a message to remind medical staff, so that the medical staff can know and deal with it in time. The key stakeholders are hospitals and patients. It can help nurse monitor the patient's real-time infusion status and help them make appropriate judgments. Patients and their families can also benefit from this, reducing the psychological burden of infusion and better scheduling time. These two sensors are infrared emitter and the receiver tube. It can be used for detecting flow rate, and this sensor is a pressure sensor. It can be used to measure the residual weight of liquid medicine. Here are the user interface of our application. The first interface allows the nurse to monitor the patient's overall important information, and the second interface allows the nurse to find a specific patient's information. The third interface allows the nurse to view all of the patient's information and data. The medical industry is one of the biggest beneficiaries of the development of Internet of Things. Thanks to the Internet of Things, more and more technologies that were difficult to achieve in the past have been realized due to limited time and conditions. This design has some places that we should adjust and improve. For example, when the medical staff monitors the abnormal flow rate, the flow rate cannot be controlled remotely. When the nurse comes to the patient to adjust the drip rate, the patient's body may have become unaware. Therefore, future development can focus on the design of remote control drip flow rate and better detection of the patient's real-time physical condition with wearable devices.